Let's practice a few more, shall we? All right. Let's move on to some sine values. Sine of 2/3 of a pi. Okay, denominator is 3. I can do that. That's one of the 3 angles. Okay. Particularly, numerator is 1 smaller than denominator. 2 is 1 smaller than 3. So which quadrant would that be? Yes, second quadrant. What's the sign of the second quadrant coordinates? Negative x, positive y. Good so far? All right, now denominators are 3. Which finger should I put it down? 6, 4, 3. So I'm going to put my index finger down. Then I'm left with the 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So it goes 1 and square root of 3. And denominator is always going to be 2. So there's a coordinate. Double check it. 2/3 of a pi. Where are you? 2/3 of a pi. Negative half comma square root of 3 over 2. Negative half comma square root of 3. So right now, obviously, I am showing you all the key, but you need to figure that out on your own. In fact, once we settle down next week, we're going to start having what's called unit circle quiz. And it's going to look like this. I'm going to ask you to find the trig ratio, and you have to tell me what it is without having this with you. Okay? So these are great practice problems you can do. Oh, I didn't finish this question. All right, so sine, let's see, sine is a what? Y value of the unit circle. So it's going to be sine of 2/3 of a pi is square root of 3 over 2. Okay? What else do I want to do? Should we try tangent this time? Sure, let's try this one. Tangent of 7/6 of pi. Okay? Alright, notice that numerator is 1 bigger than denominator. So which quadrant? Third quadrant. What's the sign of x and y in the third quadrant? Negative x, negative y. Denominator is a 6. Which finger? Yes, the ring finger. I got 3 and 1. Square root of 3 over 2 and half. How do I find the tangent value? The Quizlet. Tangent value is what? Y over x. Y over x is equal to y over x. Like this. Don't be afraid of fraction over fraction, folks. Fraction divided by fraction is the same as multiply by the reciprocal. Like that. And that's going to be negative. Negative is positive. So 1 over square root of 3. However, make sure you rationalize it. It's going to be square root of 3 over 3. So tangent of 7/6 of pi is square root of 3 over 3. I always find the tangent value to be a little more work, obviously, but you can still do it. Okay? That's all I want to go over. Feel free to try all of this and check whether you're getting it right or wrong. It's very important. You try it. Alright. Should we fill out the notes? Yes, we can. How can I memorize it? Quadrant 1, use a hand trick. These are the reference angle. Cosine, number of fingers, the above, the x value, right? So above, x value, and the sine is going to be the y value, so it's going to be below the one you put it down. Tangent. Don't worry about it. You know the hand trick, right? Okay. I don't like writing tricks. Quadrant 2, which is here. What did you notice? Numerator is 1 less than denominator. Reference angle is don't worry about it. Quadrant 3, which is here. Numerator is 1 more than denominator. Quadrant 4, numerator is 1 less than twice the denominator. Okay. Now to evaluate a function for sine and cosine, we'll follow these steps. First, identify the reference angle. You may have to find coterminal angle to the angle given first. Use your hand trick to find the coordinates of the reference angle. Apply the coordinates to the rule of the quadrant. But how I did it earlier was actually I'd do this first. But whatever. Okay. Well, let me just show you what that means. Sine of negative 3/4 of pi. The red flag here. What is a red flag? We don't know how to do negative angle, do we? No. However, what do you know about, have you learned something in class with me last week? Do you all remember the coterminal angle? Yeah, so I'm going to find the coterminal angle, negative 3/4 of pi. How do you find the coterminal angle? You're just going to add 2 pi, which is same as adding the 360 degree. Okay, be careful over here. So it's going to be a/4 of pi. I'm writing a common denominator. So guess what? It's going to be 5/4 of pi is a coterminal angle of negative 3/4 of pi. This problem just becomes sine of 5/4 of pi. How convenient. All right. How did I do this one? I'm first going to find out the coordinates. Notice that numerator is 1 bigger than denominator. Which quadrant would that be? Quadrant 3. So it's going to be negative, negative. Denominator is a 4, so 6, 4, 3. 4. Middle finger, 2 and 2. Square root of 2 over 2, and you put the hat on the numerator. I'm not done. You're looking for the sine value. Sine is what? Y coordinate. So sine of negative 3/4 is negative square root of 2 over 2. Excuse me. So sine is the y coordinate, cosine x coordinate, tangent y of x. Whew. Alright. We might do this more in the class, so I don't want to go over all of them. 29 over 6 pi looks way too big. So to find the coterminal angle, I'll probably subtract 2 pi, which is 12/6 of pi, but guess what? You might want to subtract 4 pi. Try it. That's way too small, so you need to add 2 pi, but adding 2 pi doesn't really do much, so you might have to add 6 pi or more. 8 pi? Just keep adding 2 pi until you get the positive angle that is on the unit circle. Okay? Alright. Once again, we're going to do this in class. Your job is to make sure we memorize this. Make sure we know how to use the unit circle. The examples we did, you need to know how to do it on your own, which requires lots and lots and lots of practice. Folks, this is the skill where I tell my students, I've been doing this for many years, I don't care what grade you got last semester, this is pure memorization, so I expect everybody to know how to do it. Okay, so we will do a lot of practice next time we get together. And of course there's a unit circle quiz that's going to starting, and we're going to do it every day, guys. Unit circle quiz are going to be like 6 or 7 of them at the end of the class each day until we master this. Because if you don't know this, that's bad. Okay, thanks for listening. If you have any questions, please email me. Bye.